Do you believe in bucket lists? I do, and I happen to have a crazy long one. I was curious what other people had on their bucket lists too, and this is what they told me. Bucket lists can really be a bone of contention with some people. Some accuse them of being unrealistic. You're gonna have to be awfully rich and live forever in order to finish it. While others say they reduce your life to meaningless bullet points. Toss that bucket list in order to find true happiness. And even others state that they're just simply tools to use to brag about one's accomplishments. You rode an endangered turtle in the Galapagos? Well, la-dee-da. Some even call them depressing and morbid, since they refer to all the things that you want to do in your life before you eventually and inevitably kick the bucket. And you know what? These people might be right. However, I say that the term bucket list is just a title, and how you use and view your bucket list says more about you than the actual act of making a list itself. I've had my list for over a decade, and I just keep adding to it. Sometimes I get to check things off, but not that frequently. Does that depress me? No. Do I find my list morbid? No. Is the list unrealistic? Of course. But that's okay. Do I brag with it? Maybe just a little. Mostly I use my bucket list as a reminder of how lucky I have been, how rich my life has been, and just how grateful I should be. It also gives me something to always be excited for, something to work towards. I like having goals. Can I narrow my list to my top 3? Let's see. Number 3 on my bucket list is go to Cambodia and climb the ruins of Angkor Wat and check out those really cool squiggly strangler fig trees. Number 2 on my list is get PADI certified and learn how to scuba dive, because that will open up a lot of travel opportunities for me. And number 1, as always, is go to Peru. I really want to hike the Inca Trail and see Machu Picchu at sunrise. Peru has been my number 1 since always. I found several others who were able to narrow down their lists for me as well. Not all of them are bucket list believers, but they do all have big wish lists.
Hey guys, so it's Kate here, aka AwesomeStep, and I'm going to give you my top 3 bucket list places that I have to go and visit. Starting with number 1, the pyramids in Egypt. Main reason for wanting to go and see these is because they are the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world that's still left in existence, and I'd love to see them in person. It'd be amazing. So number 2 is the glaciers in Greenland. The main reason is because they're so dramatic and so beautiful, and they're unlike anything I've ever seen before, and I'd like to document them before they're gone completely. Hopefully they won't go completely, but global warming is kind of destroying a lot of the glaciers and everything, so I'd really like to document what they're like and share what they're like and share their beauty and raise awareness to the fact that they are amazing. We should treasure them and try and keep them. So my 3rd and final item on the bucket list would be to go on safari in South Africa. I'd love to see the animals there in their natural habitat. It'd be something amazing. I'd really love to see that.
I was born in Germany. I miss it terribly. There's something in my memory about the way the clouds scud in the sky that is incomparable to any other place that I've been. There's also a freshness in the air there that is like no other place I've been either. And even just that alone is something that makes me think, how can I not want to go back? It's the place where my memories are unburdened by the realities of living. It is the place where I was ever untroubled. It is the place where I first tasted a strawberry, a plum, a cherry. The thought of the Autobahn haunts me. I wish to drive up and down it, resting in a hotel for the night at one end, and then hopping back into my Porsche to drive back up to the other end, waving to the people as I pass by Munich or Frankfurt. And as I have grown into adulthood with all the trials and challenges that entails, my thoughts turn ever toward that country, Germany. Secondly, I would like to travel and tour a gulag in Siberia. Having read the Gulag Archipelago, as well as One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich, well, I find myself wondering about the extreme isolation such a place would impose on one, as well as how the extensive landscape, with its endless sightlines, the horizon forever the barrier, well, how much of that is reality and how much of that is conjured by the description of what one has read? And I believe it's a testament to the strength, or is it merely fatalism that allows one to survive under such conditions? But to stand there and be among those nameless ghosts, those gone unpeople, I wonder if I would feel their spirit. And finally, I would love to go to the UK, just to visit and tour, to hear English as it's spoken there, to gawp at the people as they go about their day-to-day lives, to do all the touristy things that one does while on holiday, to secretly practice the accent of the residents, to marvel at the exotic foods that they buy at the Tesco, to pay the fare in a double-decker bus, to go round the roundabout, to discover what this thing they call Mary is all about.
Japanese Lifestyle UK here, where I share all things Japanese awesomeness in the UK. I was recently tagged regarding the top 3 bucket list items is my iPhone, which I have everything on it, from taking videos, pictures of your trip you go away, or do you want a sat nav to get you where to be, then it's always good to have one. And if your data allows to have it in different countries, then it's definitely the one to have. And the one I use is Where's. Where's, you say? I mean Waze. You can download for both Apple and Android, and it's a fantastic tool that you need to have on your travels if you drive on your holidays. A new addition to the list are, I don't think I could be out now, is my Osmon 2 mobile gimbal, which is a fantastic bit of kit. Would definitely come with me on my travels so I can take some fantastic shots. Okay, so number 3 is basically a cup of tea. Not just any British tea, some mint tea, some peppermint tea, for obviously for overeating indulgence, you know, when you're doing holiday. Anyway, that is the 3rd one. So there you have it, lovely people. 3 of the bucket lists. Thanks for the tag.
Hey everybody, this is James from Review from the Middle, and I'm going to climb down the rabbit hole and give you the top 3 places on my travel bucket list. This works out pretty good for me because I kind of have 3 tiers on my bucket list. I only got 2 minutes, so I need to jump right into it. Okay, number 1, I'll probably never get there, but I can dream, can't I level, is Ireland. My great-great-grandfather was from Ireland. Not sure exactly what part, but I do have a pretty good dip of Irish in me, and so I've always wanted to see Ireland for myself. That would just kind of be like a dream vacation. Okay, number 2 would be it could happen, but it may take a while level. It would be Cooperstown, New York. I'm a big baseball fan. You can probably tell from my shirt. Some of my biggest memories of life involve baseball, so I've always wanted to go to the Baseball Hall of Fame. I'm in Texas, so that's pretty far up there, but it could still happen. I could get up there sometime. There's no passports involved and all that, so I could still make that. The number 3 level, which is just I need to get up off my butt and do it, is Ding Dong, Texas. No, I'm just kidding. I only got 2 minutes, so I ain't got time for jokes. Besides, I've already been to Ding Dong, Texas. Number 3 would be New Orleans. I've been to Louisiana, but I've never been to New Orleans. It's just got that rich history, really fascinating town, and I would like to see it. All right, well, that's my 3 places. Look forward to seeing where everybody else would like to go, and thanks for letting me participate.
Hey, I'm Polly from over on Polly Put the Kettle On, and while technically not a travel blogger, I am a bucket list vlogger. They need to come up with a better word for that. Vlogger. Anyway, I thought I would share with you the top 3 things on my bucket list involving travel. Number 1 is one I've actually completed, and that was visit Japan. We went in April 2017 Seriously, the most amazing place on earth. I'm desperate to get back there. Loved it. I loved the architecture. I liked the culture. Really liked the food. And if it is not on your bucket list, then you might want to consider putting that one on there. Number two is one, it's a cumulative thing. I have a couple of these on the list, and that's visit 5 European capitals that I hadn't already visited before I started my list. So in March we went to Berlin. It was obnoxiously cold. My soul froze, it was so cold, but I did get to see the street art, and I really wanted to go and see some of that. I'm all about the street art, and that was amazing. And we're eyeing up now Reykjavik and Lisbon and Madrid and Stockholm, so that's something I'll hopefully get ticked off soon. Number 3 is one we haven't done yet, but we're hoping to get done next year, and that's visit Hollywood. We want to see the sign, I want to stand on a star, I want to eat a voodoo donut, but mostly stand on a star, obviously, but also eat a donut. So those are the 3 highest things up on my travel bucket list at the moment.
Thank you to all the amazing creators who participated in this collaboration video. I hope to do another one again soon. Make sure you hit the like button and leave a comment about what your top 3 bucket list items are.